Up, my name is Leona Filippo, DDD University. I am hopping on live today to help business owners and speakers and coaches and entrepreneurs turn their stage fright into dynamite and express their message so impactful that it changes lives, their clients' lives, and their own. So, how I do that is I have the impact community that I am growing, and we have just started the Impact 7 Day Challenge. And I asked the attendees to send in their questions if they had any, and I promised to go live to answer those questions. Now, I did that yesterday. Something was wrong, was off with the audio. So I want to get their answers to them, and speaking to you, I want to get your answers to you. So this is why I am hopping on again. I promise not to make it as long as yesterday because I have to go and get my baby from school. So I'm going to try and get all of this in, and otherwise I will hop on live later today as well. I'm just going to check and see if everything is right today, if everything is working correctly. I believe so. Yes, because I'm streaming on 3 different platforms at this moment. Let me see. I believe so. I trust everything is going correctly. All right, let me just hop in. So I have some questions here. I saw a few come in. If you have any questions um, based on what I'm sharing today, then you can put your questions in the comments below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Let me see if I can help you read along. This question was from Jessica. Jessica said, Leona, I set SMART goals before, but SMART goals are the type of goals that I'm teaching in the Impact Challenge Day 1. I take you step by step through how we're going to build a goal that way and make it as clear and concise and measurable as possible. So she says, I've done this before, but still I fell off track. How do I stay committed when life gets in the way or my confidence wavers mid challenge? All right. I love this question, Jessica. Thank you so much. Um, you've already set your destination basically by saying that you don't want to waver mid challenge. So that in and of itself is a very measurable, very specific goal. What I teach in day 1 is basically it's typing in your destination, your desired destination into a sat nav. Right? Let's say we want to go to Paris. Um, don't don't change the destination based on the journey you're having. Um, your why is going to be the most important part of your goal setting, right? Why is this so important to you? What is it that keeps you from this goal? And how, right? You can plan how you're going to react once you're tempted to um, rear off track basically. But I want you to trust yourself and to trust the process, trust the Impact Challenge, because I'm taking you literally by the hand and taking you step by step by step closer to creating your goal, basically creating that clear message and being able to express it with the most impact that is possible for you at this moment. All right. So when you ask me, um, let me see. How do I stay committed? Make sure, right, that even when you drive from where you are to, say, Paris, it's not going to be a linear way. There are no straight lines in this world, right? Everything undulates, everything has curves, and even, there might be a traffic jam on your way. There might be, you might have to take a detour, but all of that doesn't mean that you've reared off of your goal, right? Even the fact that you say, I fell off track. Where do you say that? Yeah, but I still fell off track. Maybe you're still part of the detour, right? So what I'm going to teach you during this impact challenge is to have grace for yourself. Be kind to yourself, have patience, and take the steps necessary to get from where you are now to where you want to be. All right. Is that everything I wanted to say on that? Let me see if I've got everything. Um, yeah, your why is the most, and so not the polished why, not the Whiffam statement like I help so that they, right, because, and which is very important, don't get me wrong, but it's the raw, real, honest, heart on fire truth that is going to magnetize you towards your goal. It's going to almost suck you in, right? You're going to become. It's not you needing to get to a certain place, it's you transforming into the person who is there. Right. So within this impact challenge, you're going to learn it's not about necessarily doing so much. It's not about doing more. It's about doing deeper. It's not about getting, it's about becoming, right? And there's also, is that the quote? Um, that's the quote I share with you from Zig Ziglar. I'll get to that later, with the next questions. I believe I there's someone else that's asking about the becoming of their goal, basically. So, Jessica, I hope that answers your question. Trust, grace, and take the steps necessary to get there. I am going to hold your hand during this 7-day challenge, and we're going to get you to the goal that you set at the beginning of this challenge. All right. If you have any more questions, put them in the comments and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Let me see. Question number 2 is from Dana. Let me see if I can share that with you. Here we are. Put that in the chat here. Yes, Dana asks the question, what if I don't feel like my voice is powerful yet? Very, very, very good question. She says, I wrote it on the Post-it, which is what we do. We send messages basically to our subconscious. We write it down, we speak it into existence, and we repeat what we've written. So it's intent, it's action, and it's vibration, basically. She says, but it feels like I'm lying to myself. How do I believe it more deeply? Okay, I love this. I love this, Dana, I believe. Yes. The fact that, how do I word this the best? The fact that you don't believe it yet being the most important word here. The fact that you don't believe it yet doesn't make it a lie. It's you are now in the space of the person not yet embodying what it is you've written down. But I've learned from my mentors, when you can see it in your mind, it means you have a connection to it already. And it's the repetition of it that's going to merge the two um, the two potentials together, basically. So I'm a very metaphorical speaker. So I see it basically as a glass of water, a tall glass of water, clear water. If I put cloth on top of it and I have a pipette of some pigment, let's say the color purple. Ooh, I like that, the color purple. Okay. And I drop it on the cloth within the water. The cloth is going to be a barrier between the pigment getting to the clear water. But with patience and absorption, the cloth is going to take it in. Now, if I keep dropping the pigment on the cloth is going to get saturated. It won't be able to hold it anymore, and it's going to let it through. Now, this clear water being your subconscious, and the pigment is being new information, is being a desired way of being. Now, the fabric is going to first let one or two little droplets of the purple in the clear water. The clear water now is going to drop by drop, drip by drip, get more purple, more and more purple. So at first, the clear water would say, I'm not purple. That's a lie. That's not me. But as it gets more and more purple, after time, the water could identify as being purple, right? So it's um, the adding of the new information, and with patience and repetition, it letting seep through and being absorbed into the subconscious, that's going to make you believe. And so no, it's not going to make you believe, it's going to make you become, right? You're going to embody that new design that you're creating. So again, if you don't believe it right now, you your belief doesn't have to be loud. Your belief doesn't have to be big from the get-go. Your belief only has to be present somewhere, even if it's way in the back, way up high in the nosebleed seats. As long as it's present, I'm going to help you bring it to the surface where it can grow and it can be seen and it can be acknowledged. All right. So, Dana, I hope this served you the way I intended for it to. If you have any more questions, then you're more than welcome to ask them, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. The next question here is Jeff. Let me see if I can copy this in. And if you're watching live, then and you have any questions, put them in the comment section. Then I will get back to you as soon as possible. Let me. Yes, take this out and share this with you. Yes, this is Jeff. Jeff says, can I have one? Can I have more than one true north? I feel like I want to speak to different audiences. Do I have to choose just one direction right now? Great question, Jeff. And it's very, very, I relate to that. Very much. I have so many things I want to do. I have so many things I want to say. I have so many people I want to say it to. um, but this true north that I'm talking about in day one of the Impact Challenge, this true north is not, I don't mean it as a target market. I don't mean it as your avatar or your audience. When I talk about your true north, you could have many true norths in your orbit, basically, right? Because in a circle, the north is only, right? It's relative. Only down here on this planet is where we have picked just one. Um, if you if you see your true north, again with the metaphor, if you see true north as, say, a lighthouse, right? It's one pillar, and the light that is being shown by that lighthouse, that's swirling and it's turning and it's beckoning and it's flashing, right? It seems to be going on and off, right? But if we look at, say, the sea that's dancing around it, and the waves are undulating, going up and down and up and down, the tides are shifting, but the foundation stands unwavering, unwavering. There's no waves. It's the foundation is set, right? The swirling lights, which would be your message, what you're shedding light on, um, what you're enlightening people about. Very good. Um, that is being shown by just one pillar, right? And if you keep your focus on that one pillar, that light that you're beckoning people with, you're guiding people with, you're enlightening people by, let me see. Oh, thank you, Patty. Thank you so much. Um, that light that you're shining is also going to be the light that's going to make sure you don't lose your way, right? So, can you have multiple true norths? Yes. I'm never going to tell you you can't do nothing. Have as many true norths as you want. For this challenge, I would advise you to pick one to start with, because I'm going to teach you these steps on how to create your most impactful version of your message and your mission. And so, again, with another metaphor, let's say you're baking a cake. If you want to bake a cake, you're not going to bake a chocolate cake and a merengue and grill a steak. And you're right, it's going to be messy. It's going to be messy. But if I take you step by step through making a beautiful cheesecake or red velvet, and I teach you the steps on how to do that, you can use those steps for your next cake. And when you do that repeatedly, child, you could open a whole cake store, right? So choose one now, choose one true north now through which I'm going to guide you through this impact challenge. And then you can, it doesn't matter who is in the audience, how big your C is, right? As long as your pillar makes sure that you don't lose your way with all these steps, oh, it's game on, right? So, Jeff, I trust that this has served you the way I intended to. If not, and you want more, there's lots more where that came from. Just shoot me another question and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Let's hurry for the next. Ooh, I gotta hurry for the next question. Marina, I hope I'm um, saying your name correctly. Marina, this is your question. Let me share that with the viewers. Okay, Myrina says, when you say, oh, I love this one. When you say commit to taking action, what does that look like? Marina's very, very clear. She says, what does that look like? Do you have a tip or a routine for me that helps you keep momentum? Especially on hard days. I do, Marina. I do have a tip and a routine. I start my day before the rest of the people in this house, my two sons, start their day. I start really early, then I go back to sleep. I get a few more Z's, and then I start my day with the rest of the family. What I do when I'm alone, when the rest is quiet and it's just me and the ether or life, basically, I give thanks. I do my gratitude. It's just me talking to life and basically creating my day. Now, this is what I do with you in the Impact Challenge. Just the beginning of it. I just give you little shimmers of it. Basically, that's what we do with the post-it notes. We send the message to our subconscious, and so I would advise you to read what it is you've written down um, during the day or at the beginning of the day. Um, and so, again, this is not when I say commit to taking action, I'm not meaning for you to do more or do more harder. I'm beckoning you to do what it is you need to do deeper, right? So again, it's presence. Are you present while doing the action? So commit to taking the action, um, being present. That's going to get you to the vibration in which you're going to be most impactful. I am a singer, I'm an actress, I'm a presenter, and many people have asked me, why don't you give any singing lessons? Can I take singing lessons? And sadly, I always say, no, I don't give singing lessons. Why? Because I don't teach people how to hit notes. I don't teach people how to recite scripts. When I act, when I sing, it's deeper than that. It's the presence of the message that I'm expressing and sharing. Now, if you're going to connect with your audience, many people say, I can't seem to connect. I can't when I speak, they don't seem to really react to what it is I'm trying to tell them. And that's basically a connection error. Basically, you're not on the same vibration as your audience, or you're not clear in what it is you're trying to um, share, basically. So the way we remedy that, the way we become more impactful, is by tuning your vibration, tuning your presence. The way you do that is by opening up, allowing in, and being crystal clear in what it is you stand for. So when I'm saying commit to taking action, it's not reciting words. It's not hitting the money note. It's not the performance. That's the shell. Through this impact challenge, I'm going to teach you how you embody your mission, your message, and how that is going to translate to your audience. It's going to be game over. It's going to be a whole new world, right? So again, I don't give singing lessons, but through Stage Fright to Dynamite is me giving presence lessons. I teach my clients how to become present And a person, a human being, will automatically connect with that. Once you got it, it's easy. All right. So long answer. Let me see if I missed anything I wanted to share with you. Um, let me see. Yeah, I got basically everything I wanted to share on that. So it's trust the process within this impact challenge. I'm going to take you along step by step. I got you. Just do the action steps that we do every day. There's going to be more action steps, and that is designed to take you to the next step, and that's how you're going to grow into the higher vibration, the future you that you've designed. All right, the last question, and then I am off to pick up my son from school. I can't wait. I can't wait. Let me see. Claire sent in a question. Let me see. Oh, thank you so much, Sophia. Great, great, great. All right. I'm glad this is resonating. Let me share Claire's question with you. Claire says, oh gosh, my speaking is better than my technology talent. Here we go. Claire says, I've done a lot of personal development, but speaking still terrifies me. Yes. How is this challenge going to be different in helping me actually follow through? Ooh, the follow through is so important with this. Speaking still terrifies me. The best and most renowned speakers that mesmerize you still have the jitters and the nerves and the heart beating in their chest before they go on. And that's not because they're weak or they're insecure or they're scared. It's because they care. We care. We have a something of value to bring to a lot of people. If there are 10 people, if there are 100 people, if there are 10,000 people in the house, it's important that our message comes across as honest and as clear and as impactful as possible. That's pressure. That's high stakes. So we care, and that's why we get the energy up. Basically, in a later day in the Impact Challenge, I'm going to teach you, and you're also going to probably feel that nerves is just energy in the body, and we give it a meaning. If we give it a meaning as fuel, just the fuel of love, basically, and we direct it, whoo, talk about impact. Talk about that's how your message becomes a movement, right? So, yes, personal development, awesome, very important to get the ego and the social consciousness out of the way so that you can be a clear vessel for the information to come through, and to basically speak and have the people in your audience receive it, whoever it's for, and however they need to receive it, basically. There's a lot of development needed before that. Following through, again, is your why. Your why is going to keep you in the development, in the refinement, in the chrysalis, basically, of becoming more and more and more radiant and valuable. Um, and quite honestly, Claire, let me see. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Great. Um, What makes you believe that you haven't followed through? You're here in the Impact Challenge, right? That shows commitment, that shows determination, um, that shows that you're not, right? You haven't given up. So, again, grace for yourself and acknowledgement, and just keep on doing the steps that we take in the Impact Challenge. That is going to be the difference between the other challenges you've done. What makes this challenge different? I'm guiding you. I'm here. I'm going to be holding your hand. I'm going to give you everything I have, in order for you to make your message as impactful as it can be at this moment in time. That's my purpose. That's my passion. And I'm very serious about it. So that's what's going to be the difference here. Let me see. Um, Oh, and here was the quote that I wanted to share with you that you've heard in day one. It's a quote Zig Ziglar says, it's what you get by achieving your goal is not as important as who you become by achieving your goal, right? Again, it's the becoming, it's the emerging. Even if that version of you is hiding somewhere way in the back, don't worry, I see you. Right? I'm here with you. I've been where you've been, trust me. Um, and all you need to do is allow and have grace and stick to these steps, which are fun and um, insightful within your message, right? We're going to explore and see how we can make it even more of value. So I'm very, very excited to be here with you guys. Let me see, Claire. I hope, because I have to start focusing on getting to my son and picking him up from school. Claire, I hope and I trust that this has served you the way I intended for it. And if you have any more questions on this, I'd love to hear your questions. For the people who are here watching this live, if you want to, let me share this with you. If you want to join us during the Impact 7-Day Challenge, you're more than welcome. You can do so at Impact community.com, impact-community.com. On the 31st of May, I am doing a live event, Stage Fright to Dynamite Live, where I help speakers perform their talk as impactful as possible. That's going to be very exciting. I'm very looking forward to that. If you go to impact-community.com, impactcommunity.com, you're more than welcome to join us in the community. For now, because it was my birthday on the 6th of May, and I love sacred numerology, so I love the number 9, I have decided that 72 hours after the 6th is going to be the time slot in which I invite anyone. So if anyone in the Impact Challenge for free for life at the entry level. So as long as it's 9 May, the 9th of May, wherever you are, if you are in New Zealand and it's the 9th of May, bring it on. Enter and be welcome. If you are in Hawaii and it's still the 8th of May, or maybe even the 7th of May, doesn't matter. You have until the 9th of May. If you enroll into the Impact community, you're more than welcome for free for life at the entrance level. After that, it goes to the normal paid price investment. So before that, I'd love to have you join in. We're going to be starting with day 2 of the Impact Challenge, but there are replays. And what you do is you get some daily tasks. We have some music. We do the tasks together, and there's gamification. So you can earn gems. In this challenge, we earn pearls. You can earn gems within the community, and the amount of pearls and the type of gems that you accumulate is going to give you privileges within the community. So I'd love to see you there. I will see you around on the internet streets. I'm going to be a Jamaican sprinter right now and get to my son's school, and have a beautiful day. I wish you one as well. See you around.